We're counting up to the 10 largest markets for polyethylene film in North America. I'm Jim Callari. I'm the editorial director of Plastics Technology magazine, and I'm joined by Kevin Huntsman. Kevin is president of market research firm Mastio Co. What we'll be talking about in this series is all based on exclusive research of polyethylene film consumption of polyethylene film processors conducted by Mastio. Welcome, Kevin.
Good morning, Jim. Thank you for having me.
Kevin, in the first few installments of this series, we talked about construction film, we talked about agricultural film, we also talked about meat and poultry film. Now we're focusing on kind of a different market, liners for consumer and industrial products. What are the takeaways from the Mastio research into that market?
Great question. And I think diversity may be the one word I would use as we think about this market, Jim. It touches a lot of different products, from things like rack and counter bags to removable inner linings for boxes. Many times the things that we don't see, we take for granted that are inside of something else. But it's obviously a very large market. And when we think about this market, we're looking at a significant number of participants. So we profiled and interviewed directly over nearly 40 participants for this market. So given its diversity in product, obviously lends itself to a broader audience of people that can participate in this market. It is one of those markets that when I think about true commodity type markets, this is probably one of them. I know recently we spoke about meat and poultry, a more engineered type film that is a little different than this. But if we think about this particular market, we're looking at a market size of well over 800 million pounds and a growth rate of a little over 3%, Jim, which I think it's another kind of GDP type market where you're not seeing huge growth. You're seeing very consistent demand in these types of products.
What are some of the applications for these products?
That's a great question. It is diverse. I mean, it touches the food industry. If you think about different products within that, you're looking at mattress covers. There's a lot of usage within the military for this, whether it's appliances and the plastic that's around the appliance inside of the box. It's used in those applications, electronics especially. We think about a TV. It's inside of the cardboard box, but inside of that cardboard box, there's an industrial liner covering that television to protect it from the elements. So again, not the glamorous type of product, but a product that really touches everybody in one way or another, given, again, that 38 plus participants that we spoke to and profiled to capture their feedback. It's a very diverse market.
My guess is it's a monolayer market predominantly. Is that what you're researching?
It is. It's nearly 90% monolayer, and it's all blown film basically. So not your highly engineered multi-layer film that we see in a lot of applications. I think you do get some of the co-extruded film, Jim. We do see in some of the food applications some permeability issues and some things there, but mostly a monolayer film.
Right. Now, you talk to a lot of companies. Is it one of those markets, though, where generally like the top 5 or the top 10 control most of the market?
That's a great question. And I actually calculated this before our discussion today, that you're looking at the top 3 are nearly 44% of the market. And from there, after the top 5, it just goes down where you got market shares at 1.5%. Yeah. So it's heavily tilted towards the top 5. And from there, it's kind of a fractional market. I'm sure it's markets that people participate in from time to time. A lot of this probably goes through distributors, is our feedback that we get. So that kind of top heavy type market that's really driven largely, again, the theme is really linear low density. We don't see much metallocene in this, given that it's a lower type end product. It's a lot of butene and hexene. But 55% plus of this is linear low, and then followed with about 23% from low density.
Kevin, thanks for your input. We look forward to continuing this series next week.
Thank you, Jim.